What if the dead came back, not as monsters, but as themselves? In most zombie stories, the apocalypse kicks off with chaos, blood, and brain-hungry corpses, but Revival flips the script completely. The dead don't attack, they just return, peaceful, quiet, and eerily normal. But beneath that calm surface, something terrifying is building. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. In this video, we're breaking down everything that happened in Revival Episode 1, The Mystery of the Dead Horse. The secret behind those regenerating teeth and the jaw-dropping final twist that reveals not all revivers are the same. From creepy barns to emotional family drama, this is no ordinary horror show. It's a slow burn thriller that gets under your skin. So grab your flashlight and stay close, because when the dead walk among the living, not even your family can be trusted. Let's dive into Revival. The Revival event, 47 Dead Rise Again. The episode begins in the rural town of Wausau, Wisconsin, 35 days after what the townsfolk are calling the Revival event. On December 18th, dozens of people returned from the dead, seemingly normal. They weren't hungry for brains. They weren't decomposing. They just came back. 47 known individuals were revived, and every single one of them had died between December 4th and December 18th. That time frame is critical. The government quickly quarantined the area, the CDC arrived, and panic slowly turned to numbness. Now, as the episode opens, the mayor lifts the lockdown, assuring people it's safe to return to normal life. But for Dana Cypress, things are far from normal. Dana Cypress wanted out, until the dead rose Melanie Scrofano brings a grounded intensity to Dana Cypress. She's smart, cynical, and itching to get out of small-town life. Her plan was to move to Chicago, but then the dead returned in her hometown, and duty called. Dana works under her father, Wayne Cypress, the town's sheriff. Their dynamic is classic small-town cop drama. He's old school and skeptical, she's sharp and observant, but both care deeply about the people of Wausau, even if they don't agree on how to protect them. After the quarantine ends, Dana tries to unwind at a local bar. That's where she has a brief, steamy encounter with a stranger, only to be called away minutes later. A local named Lester has reported something strange in the woods, a horse, dead under suspicious circumstances. The dead horse, the coyote, and the teeth. What begins as a simple animal death quickly unravels into something far more disturbing. Dana finds the dead horse in the snow, and not far from it, a coyote caught in a crude trap. More unsettling, loose human-like teeth scattered around the scene. Why would there be teeth in the snow? Why would a coyote have them? Lester believes coyotes might have attacked the horse, but Dana isn't convinced. She notices tire tracks too, suggesting someone transported the horse to this spot. Someone wanted it found. Someone wanted a cover-up. Back at the station, Dana's shocked to find out her mystery bar hookup is none other than Dr. Ibrahim Ramin, the CDC's new liaison. And yes, her dad figures out pretty quickly that something happened between them. But personal awkwardness takes a back seat when the weirdness deepens.
Not because they were hiding a horse, they were hiding a reviver.
The teeth are regrowing. Dr. Ramin and his CDC team take the dead horse to the lab. He's already analyzing the teeth found inside its stomach when Dana shows him the loose ones she found near the coyote. That's when things take a chilling turn. The teeth are identical, not just similar, identical. They come from the same biological source. And here's the kicker. Revivor tissue regenerates. Ramin reveals that their cells can heal rapidly, so if a Revivor lost teeth, new ones would grow back. That means someone, or something, left those teeth behind and is still out there. Dana's theory is that the horse didn't just die randomly. It was killed and dumped intentionally, and someone tried to use the local wildlife to hide the evidence. The regenerated teeth suggest that at least one Revivor might be acting violently and is being helped by someone else. That brings us to Miles Miller.
Been growing back since... What? They look like they've been growing back to you?
Miles Miller, criminal or scapegoat? Among the 47 confirmed revivers, there are still a few who remain off the radar. One name jumps out at Dana. Miles Miller, a former convict with a violent history who was serving a life sentence. If he's back from the dead, he could be dangerous. Dana investigates his property, and it doesn't disappoint. It's straight out of a horror film. Barbed traps, a creepy, rundown shack. And then, An attack. Miles jumps Dana with an axe, but ends up caught in his own trap. She watches, stunned, as his injured arm heals itself in seconds. Miles swears he had nothing to do with the dead horse or any other recent violence. He says he's just trying to survive, but he does mention something useful. He saw a red truck with a tarp the night the horse died. That detail sticks with Dana. She hauls him to the station for questioning, but not before becoming convinced. There are more revivers out there, possibly violent ones, and some may not even know they're dead. People could have died quietly in their sleep, only to wake up and carry on, unaware that something fundamental has changed inside them. The red truck and the woman in the barn. The next morning, Dana spots a red truck with a tarp, just like Miles described. She follows it to a rural property. The owners act suspiciously, and strange noises come from the barn. Dana pushes her way inside, and what she finds is horrifying. An old woman is inside. At first glance, she appears frail, but then she moves with terrifying speed. Dana notices loose teeth again, dozens of them, and realizes this woman is also a reviver. Her regeneration is so active that her teeth keep growing back, even after being forcibly pulled out. When Dana confronts the couple harboring her, the woman snaps. In seconds, she kills both her protectors with brutal efficiency. Clearly, something is wrong with some of the revivers. Not all are peaceful. Some are becoming something else. Dana tries to stop the attack, but her bullets do nothing. The woman heals instantly. It looks like Dana's about to become the next victim, until a scythe slices clean through the reviver's skull.
Mom! I need back up at Dittman's farm. Stop!
The twist, Martha is a reviver too. The person wielding the scythe, Dana's younger sister, Martha, nicknamed M. Earlier in the episode, we saw Martha return home after disappearing for 3 weeks. She was dealing with emotional trauma, including rejection from her professor, and seemed fragile but not broken. Now standing in the barn, covered in blood, one thing is clear. Martha died during those 3 weeks, and no one knew. The episode ends with the shocking realization: Martha is a reviver, but how did she die? Did she take her own life after her heartbreak, or was she murdered? And more importantly, what kind of reviver is she? Because unlike the woman in the barn, Martha still seems like herself. So what makes some revivers violent and unrecognizable, while others are nearly indistinguishable from the living? Cooper goes missing. A new threat emerges. While Dana is dealing with the woman in the barn, her father Wayne has his own eerie subplot. He checks on Mrs. Shaw, a grieving widow who lost her husband on December 3rd. She dug up his body and brought it home, hoping he would return. But since he died before the revival window, he never came back. Wayne handles it with calm and compassion. But the real problem? He brought his young grandson Cooper along on the trip. By the time he steps outside the house, Cooper is gone. The boy mentioned hearing a strange sound before he vanished. This cliffhanger sets the stage for episode 2. Did Cooper witness a reviver? Was he taken? Could he be the next victim or the next person to rise?
I ain't going back, you hear me?
Our nerdy thoughts. Episode 1 of Revival wastes no time laying down its unique mythology. It's not your standard zombie fare. This isn't a virus or a global apocalypse. It's intimate, eerie, and deeply personal. These people didn't claw out of their graves, moaning for flesh. They came back quietly, almost peacefully, until they didn't. With questions about Martha's death, rogue revivers, and the mysterious biological rules behind resurrection, the show has opened a chilling world of secrets. Add in the emotional weight of loss, sibling bonds, and the blurry lines between life and death, and Revival becomes far more than just a horror mystery. It's a meditation on grief, denial, and the terrifying idea that not everything that comes back should have been revived in the first place. Where did the revival event come from? Is it scientific, supernatural, or something else entirely? And how many more walking corpses are hiding in plain sight? We'll find out more when Revival returns for episode 2.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.